your shame ye shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them. Isaiah chapter 61 verse 7. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Ruach Kudash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well and labor in the word and doctrine. Shalom and in peace. May that be unto the elect of the nation of Israel. Now, the focal point, the zoom-in point on this is for your shame, ye shall have double. So you have to think about the stuff that we've been through as a nation, the chaotic, the catastrophic events that we've been through as a people. That double, in a positive way, you know, in a joyful way, would be absolutely insane, you know, beyond sanity. You know, the sanity of this world cannot comprehend such a thing. That's why it deems it foolish. You know, the Lord has chosen the foolish things in the world to confound them that are wise. Right, but in reality, let them become, as it say, let them be a fool that they may be counted wise, or let them be wise that they may be a fool. Basically becoming a fool in the world, right, in this world. The seemingly wise are actually foolish in the eyes of the Lord, right? This wisdom that's of the world is not godly wisdom, so the Lord finds it foolish. And then the wisdom of the Lord is not foolish. Sorry, the wisdom of the world is not foolish. The wisdom of the Lord, is not foolish, but to this society, you know, it's not of the world, so therefore it's deemed foolish. Right, read Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, 3, right, the foolishness, the preaching of the cross to them that perish is foolishness, right, but they're perishing, man, so don't worry about that, don't worry about what they got to say. Now, the shame, the downtrodden, everything that we've been through, negative as a people, that doubled, right, and inverted to a positive, that's what you're looking at. That's a more realistic picture of the kingdom if you can receive it. Now, although it says double, we know it will realistically it will far surpass double, because it's written how does it frame it now? Right, the things that they cannot be compared basically to the glory which will be revealed in us, and the glory that being the kingdom. Right? And it says, for I am persuaded that neither pestilence, nor this, nor that, nor this, nor that could separate us from the love of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai. So every negative thing you can imagine, the shame, the corruption, the degradation, right, the pain, the suffering, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, all of this inverted, right, is not worthy of the glory which shall be revealed in us, as it's written. So everything that is terrible and seems terrible as it is will be reversed to the point that, you know, you can't even remember it. There'll be no remembrance of former things in the sense of that it will outshine it, right? If you're watching X Factor, America's Got Talent, whatnot, and you see an act and it's all right, you know, it's average, and then you see like the best performance ever, you don't remember that guy that came before. He was all right, you know, he wasn't too bad, but you don't even remember him after the real good, right? So that's how powerful the overshadowing thereof is, that it can overshadow the amount of torture and suffering and pain and humiliation Jake's gone through as a people, right? The glory which is revealed in us, right? The children of Israel, starting with the elect, and then the rest coming through the loins of the elect. And Lord willing, we will all be, you know, one people, Yahushai our King, right, under Yahweh, and we will not know sin, right? We will be as newborn babes, we will be as Adam and Eve, right? We will not know sin, right? We will know the right from the wrong, but we won't know it how we know it. We won't know it as in the context of, as it say, intercourse, right? And that's not just a sexual term. If you have a discourse, an intercourse. Now, the term know is used in in terms of sexual intercourse. Adam knew his wife, Eve, and she conceived and bare a son, right? In the context of Cain was at Genesis 4:1. But the Lord also surnamed us as a people, but we have not known him, right? That's what it says. He's surnamed us. I've surnamed thee, but you have not known me. And that's why we didn't fully enter in to the covenant as we were meant to. We did. We were in the covenant, but we didn't do what was required of us. It's like a marriage covenant, right? Every covenant is based on blood, right? So the new covenant, Yahweh Shai, that's the covenant that we're looking to now, right? We're in an intermissionary, what you call it, intermission, transitional period, right, between the old, because you're not put to death on the spot. But you know, as the Apostle Paul said, you know the commandments, you know. I would not have known not to lust unless the law said thou shalt not covet. Right, so that's how it is. It's that guideline. It's that telling us right from wrong. And we're not put to death for violating it. So all in all, it's not in effect. Right, we've lost our land, or we've been dispossessed from our land. Land still exists. Being dispossessed from our land. The temple of sacrifices no longer stands, right? But we've got this temple, right? The temple, your body, no, you're not the body. Your body is a temple of the Lord, right? So we don't accept any, what does it say? You know, what's the word? Profanity, that's it. Pro meaning before or outside. In the context of a preposition in front of, and fanas meaning a temple. When you say, you know, they'll send you to school and they'll try to get them, alright, who are you a musical fan of? I'm this one's biggest fan, and they'll push that celebrity worship. Well, it quite literally is that. The word when they're saying that, who are you a fan of? I'm Beyonce's #1 fan. Using that term fan is a shortening or a contraction of the word fanatic. Right? I'm an absolute fanatic of that. I'm fanatic about that. Right? And it means a worshipper. Right? From Latin fanos. Right? F-A-N-U-S, fanos in Latin is pertaining to a temple. So who do you have as your temple? That's what they say. They have them shows. I mentioned that America's Got Talent. We have a show called American Idol. Right? So these are all shameful acts. Idolatry is a shameful act. According to the law, it is worthy of death. Now we're not going to be put to death immediately in the land, because we're not at that point in the timeline. But you know, you could get jacked up by the Lord for idolatry, no doubt. Right? So that's how we're in a transmission or intermissionary period. So a fanatic, right? That's a shameful thing. What does it say? For our shame, we'll have double. Right? And there's going to be a great amount of rejoicing, Lord willing, if we're part of that number. There's going to be a great amount of rejoicing. And even, right, unpopular side note, even the other nations, you know, will be content. It says, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. When the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice. And I'm paraphrasing that. So the people will even be rejoicing. You know, the E's gone down. Fair enough, they won't be able to do this, and that. But there's going to be things that make up for it. Right, even on the level of the physical earth, deforestation, you'll have reforestation. You know? What does it say in Isaiah 14? When that king of Babylon, Lucifer, the light bearer, right, bringing that dark light or that red light upon the earth, when that man is put down, even the trees rejoice, and that's twofold. We take it on a physical level, right? No fella is come up against us, right? Deforestation, man, and he was massively into that, right? That's how you know if you're told this is what helps you breathe, and you think, you know what, I'm gonna make money, I'm gonna stop breathing, I'm gonna reduce my oxygen. And that's how you know you're not a creation mindset, you're a destruction mindset. And that's what E pushes on. Right? The emissions. Right, don't go and mash up some statue and be doing vandalism, as they call it, or criminal damage. I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to in the context of the Lord saying, go into this land and destroy the land. As a command of the Lord, there's nothing wrong with that. You have to use wisdom and discernment. I'm not talking in a modern context. You can't just go randomly smashing shit up. Unless it's your property, then do as you wish. But realistically, there's nothing wrong with destruction of bad. The Lord did it. But there is something wrong with destruction of that which is good. And that's what I was criticising. The one in Power 4 is very destructive of that which is good. Destruction of that which there's no wrong in. But all of this being under that man, being in this situation, it's shameful, man. It's fully shameful. But for your shame, you shall have double. Right? So Lord willing, we will rejoice when that day comes, if we be of that number. We pray that is the case. So Lord willing, that was edifying, exhorting. On to the next video, Lord willing, giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Ruchak, Shalom.